Hey, stealthcamping here, welcome to my channel, thank you for joining me. I've got a fun little camp tonight. I'll be camping here in the sleigh-by down a country road. I've got deep woodlands behind me and deep woodlands in front of me. I'll be camping in this little lay-by. Later when it gets dark, we're going to go into the woods. We're going to have a campfire, we're going to have something to eat, we're going to have a chat about stuff, you know, whatever's going on. I think it'll be fun and I'm hoping you'll join me for that. Tonight I won't be camping in my tent. Tonight I'm going to be camping in my van, and I've got a sleeping bag and some pillows set up in the back, which I'll show you later. Normally I do like to tent, but occasionally I like to mix it up a bit and do a bit of van camping as well. Both have the benefits. But yeah, I think it's going to be a fun night, and you know, it'd be great if you could stick around and watch me for that. So anyhow, that's it for now. What I'm going to do is, in a little while, I'm going to bring the camera back on. I'm going to show you guys my sleeping arrangements and all that kind of stuff. Alright, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you in a bit. Alright, bye. Hey guys, back again. So just to quickly show you the food situation. So I've got some plain water, 3 litres in total. I've got some stag chili con carne, original spicy Mexican rice, cooks in about a couple of minutes. Also got one of these instant camping meals, obviously a good quality stainless steel pot for the water, and knives and forks here. I've got my gas stove here for cooking, which I've been using recently. It's proven to be really handy. Inside here I have to go around because the door stopped working on one side, something wrong with it. In here, hang on, I've got a sleeping bag, a couple of pillows from home, so it's going to be nice and cozy in there. It'll make a change from sleeping on the hard ground on one of those roll-out mats in a tent, which obviously I don't mind doing. It's all part of the camping experience, but this will at least be a bit more comfy. If you go around here, in here I've got all my gadgets. I've got my camera, my other camera, I've got 2 litres of cola there. I've got my usual floodlight, which also acts as a power bank, so I could charge my phone from this as well if I needed to in an emergency. I know I keep probably explaining this in every video, but if anyone hasn't watched before or just whatever, I just like to talk about gadgets and stuff. Honestly, I think it was like 18 quid off Amazon. This thing's amazing for the price. It's great to have a floodlight. Just down here I've got my phone attachment for tripod attachment for my phone, just spare batteries and stuff. And in the back, obviously I've got my backpack here with all my usual stuff in it. And what have I got? Let me just got my nice hatchet here, look. Hatchet Harry. If you ever seen Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels, I like to keep Hatchet Harry with me at all times, because you never know when you might need to chop a log. What else? I've got some warm gear. I've got a warm jacket here, and yeah, that's pretty much it really. Some van going by, look like a camper van actually of sorts, like a conversion. So hang on, where's my keys? So there's my arrangements. Now let's take a look around. Let's take a look around where I'm going to be. So I'm just going to give you like a show around the area, so I can, so you guys can see where I am and what kind of environment I'm in, because obviously this here is just the lay-by. So if we turn the camera around and go for a walk, we've got the forest here. It looks quite open in the what's it called, in the lay-by, but as you turn around and start walking, it closes off into woodlands. Obviously you've got dirt tracks here for day walkers and stuff, but this Rendlesham Forest area, you know, it gets quite big. It's quite a big forest area. Here you have beech trees and also some nice birch trees. Same here as well. Then over here you've just got thick evergreen trees, and in there later on we're going to be having a campfire in my little makeshift what's it called? Oh, my brain's scrambled. Why can't I think of stuff? You know, my makeshift fire pit that we normally have our little fire in. So that's going to be happening in there later. We're going to go down this little track here, and somewhere in a clearing here, well, there's a deer. Don't know if you can see that. Can you see the deer? There's a deer. Anyhow, somewhere in the clearing here, we're going to be having a fire. I'll set up the chair and the what's it called? You know, I'll set up the chair and the fire pit and the wood and stuff, and we'll have a nice little cooking session in here and have a chat about stuff. We won't be doing that till quite late though, because I want to do it when there'll be as little people around as possible, because the less people is around, the less chance of being noticed by anyone. And even though likely no one will care anyway, you know, it's still just best if people aren't aware as much as possible, I guess you could say. So yeah, that's the situation. What I'm going to do is we're going to take a look on the other side of the road to the other forest area to take a look about. We're going to take a look around over there quickly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the camera off and I'll bring you back in a second. All right, I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so as you can see, we just come from that side. That's where I'm parked, where I'm going to be sleeping, and here we have more woodlands. So we've got a dirt track here. These have clearly been left intentionally as maybe a makeshift seating area. A bit too close to the road for a fire. But maybe we could sit and chill out here for a while or something. Let's have a look around here. And as you can see, we have woodlands here, all forest. It's all super overgrown with brambles and nettles and grass and God knows what else. As you can see, the sun is starting to set. Yeah, there's no way I'm getting in any of these places to set up a tent. Look how thick that is. I'd need like a bloody, I don't even think a machete would get me through that. There's just no way I'm going to be able to camp in between those trees. Hence the van camping plan. But that doesn't mean we can't enjoy the woods. Oh yeah. We can still have our fire and our fun. We can still have a good time. Sorry, I thought I saw something over there. It's not even dark yet and already my imagination's playing tricks on me. But yeah, this gives you an idea of the kind of environment I'm in. Lovely woodlands. Obviously there's a road behind us, but that's going to get quieter and quieter as the night goes on, and it will just be pretty much dead after a certain time. Well, anyhow, I'm going to head back this way to the vehicle, and I'll bring you guys back in a little while. All right, I'll see you in a bit. Well, hope you guys can see and hear me okay. So now I've got everything set up. I'm ready to just chill out here for a bit. I've got some nice vodka here. It's the same stuff I had when I camped at the house in Rendlesham Forest. When I camped near that old building, I had this cheap vodka. Well, this is the same stuff. It's cheap, but it gets the job done. And it goes down quite nicely. So as Steve Wallace would say, it's time for a step 2. So I just love a drink without camping, you know. It just loosens your nerves and cheers you up a little bit. Of course, camping is nice without booze as well, don't get me wrong, but I do like a drink while camping. I meant to bring a glass with me, but I forgot. I always forget to bring a glass from home, so I just drink it out of the cap. I've been trying to think of ways I could make a makeshift cup somehow, but I've got nothing I could use. So if you've been watching, thank you for watching and thank you for joining me. Hang on. Sorry. So yeah, if you've been watching, thank you for joining me. If you like this content, please smash the like and subscribe button, and please drop a comment down below. These tiny interactions mean a huge difference to me in the channel. They help to grow my channel, and just that tiny little interaction makes a big difference. So if you guys could do that, it would be really appreciated. Of course, if you want to, you don't have to. I'm happy with you just watching. But anyhow, cheers guys, here's for another camping trip. Oh, oh, damn, that stuff goes down strong. I'll wash it back with some Coke. Oh, I bought this cheap nasty cola from the co-op. Something like 70 or 75p a bottle. It's actually not too bad, to be fair. I'm not sure if I could drink it all the time, but it's okay occasionally, or if you want a cheap drink for, like, say, parties or something like that. Hang on. If you want a cheap drink for like to share with people at birthday parties or kids' birthday parties or something, this'll do. It's nice enough. Oh, I've got my little my little alcohol stove going, so that will burn for a little while. I think I'm going to have one more actually. Cheers again. Oh, so this stuff goes down almost too nicely. Strong though. What am I doing? I'm going to need this. Oh. Oh. I tell you, I like rum and whiskey. I find rum and whiskey goes down easy and neat. Vodka's a bit harsh and neat. If I'm being honest, that's how I feel anyway. But yeah, that goes down quite nicely. Thought I heard something. But anyhow, it's really, if you're watching, it's really nice of you guys to join me again. It's great to see you, to have you here watching. It's really appreciated. I know I have a very small handful of regular watchers, and it's always great to see you guys again, whoever you are. I've had praise from viewers in California, places in America. Where did some guy say he was watching from? I think even Thailand or something like that. So my stuff is being viewed all over the world, and even though I'm only a small channel, it feels great knowing that. I'm hoping to grow my channel this year. I want to do some more ghost hunting. I've got some more ghost hunting stuff coming, which I'm going to talk to you guys about in a little while. But yeah, anyhow, I'm going to turn this camera off for a bit, and I'll bring you guys back in a little while. Alright, cheers again for watching. I'll see you soon. Alright, bye bye. Hey guys, how's it going? Back again. Excuse me, sorry. Okay, so it's about let me sort this out. It's about 11 o'clock at night now, probably just gone. I'm starting to get a little bit hungry now. It's actually quite chilly out for this time of year. It's about the 10th of May, and it's actually quite cold outside. So it's lucky I've brought an extra layer, and also my my warm sleeping bag. So that's definitely a bonus. But yeah, it's definitely sorry, bit of a dodgy throat. Excuse me, sorry. So anyhow, I'm definitely getting in the mood for something to eat. So I think I'll go out there and get some water on the boil with my gas stove and heat up my last instant camping meal that I have. Then I think after that I'm going to go and have a bit of a campfire somewhere. I think. Oh, excuse me. I think I drank too much of that Coke. I think it's the fizziness. It's making me burp a lot. I drank nearly half of that cola. There's like 2 litres of it. But anyhow, so what's I gonna say? I recently bought some ghost hunting equipment. It's I think it's what they call an EMF detector. Yeah, an EMF detector. So they can detect like electromagnetic fields, which can potentially like detect ghosts and other things like that, which will be super handy for future ghost hunting videos. So I plan to do a lot more ghost hunting. I haven't done some actual ghost hunting for quite a while, but it's definitely something that I want to do quite soon. And also I want to buy what they call a spirit box, which is essentially it's similar to a radio. It can potentially pick up voices from spirits, using like radio frequencies, what they call white noise. So it's kind of part of the what they call the electric voice phenomenon. If you've any, if you know anything about like ghost hunting or anything like that, you'll kind of know what I'm talking about. But like basically, what I'm saying is I've got some stuff lined up for some ghost hunting, which I think will be fun and exciting, and I hope you'll join me for that. And I'm hoping one day we can catch something that's like genuinely paranormal. I think that would be great. It'll be scary, I think, but it'll be great. But anyhow, that's enough of me waffling for now. I've talked for enough. I just want to get some food in me now. So anyhow, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys in a bit. But I'm going to get the stove on the go because I'm quite hungry. So I'll see you in a while. Alright, see you in a bit. Bye bye. Alright guys, back again. Okay, so as you can see, that's boiling away quite nicely. So now it's time to add it to the actual meal. Hang on, let's switch this off. Yeah, alright, so hang on. Oh, this is a nightmare. Hang on. Oh dear. Just want to stir this. Okay, so this is now I've got to let that sit for a few minutes. What is this again? I'm not sure. Chicken tikka masala apparently, but this would be quite nice. These have always been quite nice. So anyhow, that's my dinner for tonight, lads. And then we're going to have a fire, so I'll bring you guys back soon, alright? See you in a bit. Oh. 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 Hi. Well, it's dinner time. Let's see what this chicken tikka masala instant meal is like. Yeah, not bad. Oh, that's warming me up so nicely. Definitely need warming up out here, I tell you. Got some got some quite nice chunks of chicken in here actually. Oh. Excuse me, it's quite hot. Hey guys, how's it going? Back again. Okay, so that was something decent to eat. I'll tell you, for an instant camping survival meal, that has some really nice chunks of chicken in it. Warmed me up nicely. To be honest, I could actually murder a coffee right now, but I don't have any coffee, so I guess I'll just have to wait till I get home. But I'll tell you what, I think now is time for a campfire. What do you guys reckon? We've had something to eat. I've actually had quite a lot of this vodka, as you can see already. I've drunk most of it. But I've mixed a lot of it with Coke, so but there's still quite a lot of vodka. But I feel quite nice and mellow, you know. I feel like I've had a good night, well, a good time out in the countryside so far. Um, the vodka just helps to mellow me out a bit and make the time a bit more enjoyable and interesting. But anyhow, I'll tell you what, right? I'm not actually joking. It's actually it's quite creepy out there. Like it's super pitch black and like the place has a kind of silence to it. Like there's no just it's just deadly silent around here. Like I don't hear owls. I don't hear like night birds, night jars, anything. I mean, it's literally like you could hear a pin drop out here, which is a bit eerie. How? So I'm gonna have a toke on my vape. Hang on. Oh dear. Sorry, I've kind of I've vaped the place out. Hang on. Sorry about that. I'm just gonna open the car door or the van door and let some of this vape out. Hang on. That's the thing with vaping in a vehicle. It hot boxes it up pretty fast. Hang on. But I do like a nice vape after a meal. To be honest, I love a nice cigarette after a meal, but I've been trying to stay off the tobacco. um, but to be honest, I'm not honestly sure if these vapes are much healthier than tobacco. I mean, if you're puffing on a vape 24/7, it would probably actually be healthier just to have the odd occasional cigarette rather than puffing on this 24/7. That's my theory anyway. Uh, but I do like my vape though. It's still better than smoking, I think, in many ways. This is I can't remember what flavour this is, like berries or something like that. Hang on, I'm gonna have one more puff and then I'm gonna get a campfire going. Sorry, I'm just I'm getting married to this. Oh, that's better. Right. Okay. So anyhow, that's enough of that nonsense. So I'm gonna take the fire. I'm gonna take the fire pit and logs and fire starters, well, firelighters, up to the area I mentioned before where I was going to have that little fire. And then I'll see you guys in a bit, alright? I'll see you in a little while. Hang on. Alright, guys. So I'm in the middle of the woods now. It's super creepy out here. I'm not even joking. Right, so anyhow, let's get this fire on the go. Add a bit of light to the situation. This kindling burns really well. They should start to get going really nicely now. Honestly, I've camped in a lot of woodlands, but this is really creepy out here. Because so they're starting to get going quite nicely now. Probably get a couple of logs on that soon actually. Got some logs here. Put them in front of the camera, and I think that will start to do quite nicely. Ow! Surprise, fire is hot. There's one log. Ow! And there's two log. Oh, I messed that up. I don't want to cut the flame out. That's better. If I can pull it out a bit so it's more in the middle of the dirt track. Okay, so that's getting going quite nicely now. Is that going to focus? There we go. So that's got a nice fire going now, as promised. Doesn't seem to want to focus very well. Hang on, let me take it out of the... Oh. Okay, that's going quite nicely now. So as promised, we have a campfire going. Just going to scan around with the old maglite torch. God, it's super creepy out here. I mean, it's particularly dark and black out here. More so than anywhere I've ever camped. Yeah. But anyhow, now I've got the fire going, I'm going to sit and chill for a bit, so I'm going to turn the camera off. Hang on. Oh. Hi, hope you can see and hear me okay. Well guys, I've done it. I've got a fire going. Even though it's pitch dark and creepy as hell out here, I was actually having second thoughts about this. So once these logs have burned down, I'm going to call it a night. I think I'm having to toke on my vape to calm my nerves a bit. It's actually a Sunday night. I wanted to do this on a Sunday night or on a weekday, because if you camp on a Sunday night or a weekday, there's less chance of there people being up. You know, like there's less chance of other people being around. You know, because obviously people will have work and school and college the next day, so there's less likely to be other campers or people hanging around. So I'd say camping Sunday night or during a weekday is probably one of the best bets. I've got plenty of water on standby just in case there's an issue. But the flame of that is really nice. Anyhow, I'm going to turn the camera off for a bit and I'll see you guys in a little while. These are some of the darkest woods I've ever seen. It's dead quiet out here. Not a sound can be heard. Once this has died down, I'm going to go back to the van and lock myself in, I think. It's about 1 in the morning right now. Got my camera there. Anyhow, I'll see you guys. Hey guys, how's it going? So it's about 1 in the morning now, and as you can see, I'm sitting in the middle of the woods with a fire going. I've had some nice food and I've had a bit of vodka, but I feel quite on edge around here. I don't know what it is, but this place definitely has a different vibe to it. I feel like different places have different feelings to them. Some feel like okay even though it's dark, but for some reason some places feel a bit more oppressive. This just happens to be one of those places. Maybe it's just my imagination, but as soon as these logs have burned away, I'm going to go back to the van and I'm going to go to sleep. Because I mean, it's about 1 in the morning now, I'm getting tired anyway. But I want to have a fire, you know, to make the night a bit more worthwhile. You know, make it a proper camping trip. You can see my breath. I did say it was quite chilly. But yeah. It's going to be Monday tomorrow. Hopefully it'll be a nice sunny day. Definitely a contrast to being out here in the woods in the middle of the night. But anyhow, can't believe how pitch black it is out here. I mean, it might sound obvious being night, but if I turn all the lights off, it's literally pitch black. So anyhow, I'm going to turn the camera off now, because I'm filming this on my phone and my arm is starting to ache. But anyhow, I'll catch you guys soon, alright? I'll see you in a little while. Rendlesham Forest. Hopefully there's no aliens around at the moment. Rendlesham Forest is well known for UFO activity and paranormal activity, apparently. And I'm right in the middle of it by myself, with nothing but a campfire and a torch to defend myself with. Well, I hope you're enjoying this video anyway. Thank you for watching if you are. I hope you enjoy the sight of a nice campfire. I know I certainly do. Just gonna do a check around a bit. Oh, I just feel like I need to look around every once in a while. Imagine if I saw like a robed figure, or a figure with horns or something. I better not start thinking like that, I'm going to end up scaring myself. That's the last kind of stuff I want to be thinking of. Oh dear. Oh. It's not focusing very well. That's just the natural light of the campfire. No torches, no floodlights, nothing. You can see just how barely it lights up the place around me with just the light of the fire. I'm more paranoid here than I was at the graveyard I camped at a couple of weeks ago. I tell you, I'm not even lying about that. But this campfire is still quite nice and comforting. I'm getting some nice warmth from it as well, because as I've been saying, it's been quite chilly out, considering it's now the 10th of May. Well, now technically the 11th of May, since it's gone midnight. Anyhow, I'm going to turn this camera off. I'll catch up with you guys soon, alright? I'll see you in a bit. Hey, how's it going? Sorry, I'm having to film with my phone at the moment. This is now just the natural light of the fire. I feel a bit better now I've got a fire going. I mean, it's still definitely creepy out here, but the fire has definitely added a source of comfort and a nice... Actually, I'm going to move a bit closer to the fire. It's added a nice source of warmth as well, you know. It's really nice. You just can't beat a nice natural campfire flaming heat. And you can hear the crackling and the smell of smoke. Fuck all these globalist arseholes who tell us we can't have, you know, open fires or gas stoves or wood burners or whatever because of, you know, global warming or pollution or carbon footprint. They're all hypocritical scumbags flying around in their private jets, telling us how to live our lives. This is what living is. This is what they hate. They hate freedom. And this is why I'm more inclined to do it, you know. It's not just about enjoying the freedom. It's about giving a middle finger to the arseholes who want to take this all away from us. No fires, no open fires, no wood stoves, no gas stoves, no boilers, no going on holiday, drive less, do this, do that. Well, quite frankly, they can go fuck themselves. Pardon my French, but that's how I feel. I want to enjoy my freedom now while I still can, because I feel like one day potentially I might not have the chance to do this anymore. And maybe one day I can maybe at least look back and say, I at least had the freedom to do this while I can. I've experienced this kind of freedom. Anyhow, thank you for watching. I'll catch you guys soon. Alright, see you in a bit. Oh, I'm in the road. Not a soul around. It's a beautiful starry sky, but I don't think you can see it on my phone. It's my breath, look. There's my van. I'm soon going to go to bed. Hey guys, how's it going? Okay, so the campfire's all done and out, and I'm finally in the safety of my van. All the doors are locked. I'm in my sleeping bag. I'm propped up by some pillows from home, so I'm nice and cozy. As you can see, it's still quite chilly. See my breath, look. So it's quite chilly, but I'm nice and cozy. Nice warm sleeping bag, pillows. Yeah, so I'm back in the safety now. I did enjoy the campfire, but honestly, it's well creepy out there. I don't know what it is about this place, but it's this place definitely feels, I don't know, just dark here. Sorry, it just feels darker and almost more sinister. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just my. I know. I keep repeating myself, but it could just be my imagination. But I don't know. But I decided to brave it. I am Suffolk camper after all. And if I say I'm going to have a campfire, I'm going to have a campfire. And that's all there is to it. So, but I'm super happy to be in the van now, and to cheer myself up a bit, to add a bit of coziness. I got a little tea light candle. Look at that! Look, a little candle. Uh, Obviously, I'll blow it out, but it's just a little tea light candle. So even if I fell asleep with it on, it's unlikely it will do any harm. But obviously, I wouldn't do that. Um, I just thought it'd be something fun to do, something nice to look at. It adds a really nice cozy effect when I switch the light off. How can you guys see? There's my little tea light candle. Look. The only reason I had the torch on is it doesn't focus very well. Um, with just the tea light. But anyhow, yeah. So I think that's pretty much it for now. But if you, I know, as always, if you've been watching, thank you for sticking with me. It's been great to see you again, and it's been great having you with me. And I hope you'll stick with me for my future videos. Um, it's been an interesting night. It's been a while since I've done a camp in the van. Um, I feel a bit safer in the van, at least a little bit anyway. I'm not sure if I'd want to be in just my tent out in those woods. Uh, I've camped in the woods a lot of times, but as I've said, I don't know. I didn't particularly like that place. Um, I mean, it's lovely during the day, but it's scary at lights out. When the sun sets and the night comes in, you know, and it's pitch black. It is literally pitch black. It's like a whole nother world, you know. I'm just gonna get a toke on my vape pen. These are like these vape pens. They're like adult pacifiers, you know, pacifiers for adults. Something to suck on to keep you calm. But anyhow, um, that'll do for now. But anyhow, I'm gonna turn the camera off now. and I'm going to say thank you guys for watching, and I'm going to try and get some sleep now, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow when it's daylight again. Alright, so yeah, can you see the thumbs up? Just about. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys later in the morning when it's daylight. Alright, see you guys soon. Bye bye. Morning. It's about 7 o'clock in the morning. I didn't sleep too good because there isn't enough room uh, for me to stretch my legs out, and causing my legs to cramp a bit. It was quite uncomfortable. I didn't foresee that, but so next time I'll fold the back seat up and do it like I used to do, so I have more leg room. So yeah, I'm not sleeping here on the back seat again. I'll do what I did before and sleep in the back with the back seat folded up so I have a bit more room. But I did get some sleep. But I want to get up and get going home. I left my fire pit where it was, so I'm gonna have to go and get the fire pit, bring it back to the van, and then go. So I'm gonna do that. So I'll bring you guys back in a minute. Okay, I'll see you in a bit. Oh, lovely daylight again. This place is a lot nicer during the day. It was really quite spooky out here last night. There's where I had the fire. There's a little bit of charcoal, but it's not going to hurt anything. You know, there's no rubbish, there's no litter or anything, so. Anyhow, the battery on this thing is acting up, so I'm going to get back to the van and go home. Hey guys, how's it going? Okay, so I've got my little fire pit back in the van. I tried filming, but my GoPro battery kept running out, even though it had a 53% charge. It went from 53 to 0 somehow. I'm not sure how that works, but never mind. But anyhow, I really need to get home and get some more sleep and have a coffee and that kind of stuff, because I feel kind of crappy. Yeah, I couldn't sleep. I could sleep, but not much, because I just didn't have the leg room that I needed. It was quite uncomfortable. So next time I'll sleep in the back. Next time I'll do some van camping. But anyhow, I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, see you in a bit. Samara. Hey, back again. So obviously, as you can see, excuse me, sorry. Obviously, as you can see, I'm back home now. I got on my van and picked all my stuff up and came back home. Normally I film the last segment in my van, but I just wanted to get home and do it here, basically. So anyhow, that's it for this video. If you like this content, please hit like and subscribe. All channel support is appreciated, and I'll see you guys soon in the next video. All right. Thank you again for watching. I'll see you soon. All right. Bye bye.